groundbreaking world where She's Connected revolutionizes the landscape and representation of Canadian women. Step into the future where connections aren't just made, they're celebrated and empowered to make a real impact. Join us in shaping a tomorrow where every connection counts. Where every connection counts, and together we elevate the voices and visions of women across Canada. Good afternoon. My name is Melanie Bucar, and this is my sister, Melissa Maltais. We are sisters, co-founders of She's Connected.
Thank you so much, Matt. As a business advisor that supports women entrepreneurs, I'm constantly being asked, Melissa, how do I grow my audience? Women, just like Jessica West, who is a local author, founder of Trésor House, and founder of the podcast Empower From Within, are looking for opportunities to grow their audience. Opportunities like speaking engagements, being a guest on a podcast, being a guest on someone's YouTube channel, facilitating workshops, retreat experiences, providing employers with personal professional development training experiences, team appreciation experiences, or even wellness benefits. So when women ask me this question, I often reply to them, there is no set standard way of doing this. You're going to have to go out, you're going to have to network, you're going to have to outreach, and you're going to cross your fingers and hope that one day all of the time that you put into those efforts are going to result in an opportunity being presented to you. Additionally, the businesses and organizations who have these opportunities available are relying primarily on referrals to book those opportunities. They're booking speakers that they saw at an event that they recently attended. They're booking facilitators that were referred to them by a colleague. Women are facing geographic, financial, societal, and technological barriers in connecting with the opportunities that they need to grow their audience, to generate additional revenue streams, and essentially to grow their business. So how can we solve this problem? How can we make this a simpler process for both parties? She's Connected would like to develop an online, innovative matchmaking platform that will connect these women with the audience growth opportunities that they need and that are being shared by global businesses, organizations, and individuals. This platform will be called COUNT, Connecting Opportunities by Uniting Networks Together. Let's take a look at some of the other platforms that are currently out there on the market. As you can see, all of these platforms are only connecting their users with one type of opportunity. They're connecting speakers with speaking engagements, or they're connecting podcast hosts with a podcast guest, but that's it. Only 3 of these platforms are using technology to make automatic matches for their users. And Speaker Match is the only platform that is featuring just Canadian talent. So for Canadian women who are seeking these specific types of opportunities, they may need to be on multiple platforms in order to be considered for those opportunities, but they are getting diluted in a very oversaturated market. They may even need to be on multiple platforms, which, as you can see by the variation of pricing models and subscription fees, this can be a very costly investment for them with no guaranteed results. So what makes the COUNT platform different? What are the benefits of using our platform? Number 1, variety. We're going to connect women with all of the audience growth opportunities, not just the speaking engagements, not just being a guest on someone's podcast. Our COUNT platform is going to be affordable to ensure that as many users can access this platform as possible. It's going to increase the visibility of women, no matter how successful they have been on social media or not. They're going to be visible directly to the opportunity providers that they are wanting to connect with. And as a result, this will increase their accessibility to connect with those opportunities. The COUNT platform is going to save our users time. Our opportunity seekers will need to spend less time networking, outreaching, and hoping, and our opportunity providers are going to spend less time doing Google searches or endlessly scrolling through TikTok or Instagram or LinkedIn looking for their next facilitator. The cherry on top is that the COUNT platform will provide our opportunity providers with the ability to support local talent. We don't need to bring the speakers and facilitators in from the United States or from across the country to our local events. we very likely have someone right here in our own backyard who is more than capable of facilitating that opportunity. Let's talk about the market opportunity. Who here is subscribed to a product or service? I have so many of them, I don't even know what I'm subscribed to anymore, right? By 2025, the subscription economy is projected to reach a market size of $1.5 trillion. Subscription vendors are growing annually by 30 to 40%. If you can implement a subscription model into your business, it is definitely the way to go. Market trends. We know for certain that there will continue to be an influx of events, conferences, trade shows, summits, seminars, galas, and fundraisers. Professional development, personal and professional development experience will continue to increase as well, especially as employers are implementing this as part of their recruitment and their retainment strategies. We'll also see a continued rise in user-generated content through podcasts or YouTube channels. We're very lucky. We have two target audiences. We have our women who are opportunity seekers. They have various passions, talents, and areas of expertise. They can be coaches and consultants and educators. They could be professional speakers. They can be thought leaders and advocates. They can also be musicians and artisans and performers. Our opportunity providers, these are the businesses and the organizations that have these opportunities available. They can be SMEs, corporations, they could be not-for-profit organizations, they could be event planners and organizers, they could be school boards, they could be municipalities, colleges and universities, they could be professional associations, and so many more. All of which present a plethora of audience growth opportunities that women can connect with. Our opportunity seekers will have 3 tiered memberships that they can access. They can get started for free and connect with one type of non-compensated opportunity, all the way up to our premium membership, where they can connect with non-compensated opportunities, collaboration types of opportunities, as well as those compensated opportunities. Opportunity providers, they have 4 tiered memberships that they can access. They can get started for free to share non-compensated opportunities, and they're provided with 5 connection credits each month. All the way up to our all-access membership, which will be ideal for larger organizations and corporations, as they'll be provided with the ability to have multiple user profiles on their account. They can share unlimited audience growth opportunities, and they will have unlimited connection credits available to them. The Count platform will be based on a freemium model, subscription model, which means that we can anticipate that 2 to 5% of our free membership subscribers will eventually convert into a paid membership. We're anticipating that the Count platform will be launched by summer of 2025 with an estimated 75 free membership subscribers and 308 paid membership subscribers, which would then result in projected revenue of $245,000 annually. By 2027, in our 3rd year, we would have 147 free membership subscribers and 852 paid membership subscribers with projected revenue of approximately $675,000 annually. Our milestones. Melanie and I came up with the concept for this platform back in March of 2023. In November of 2023, we started working with a web development team to create a working concept model of the platform. And we also were able to connect with our first speaking engagement. In December of 2023, we were greatly appreciated to receive and be awarded the Starter Company Plus grant, and we established our first partnership. In March of 2024, our working concept model of the platform has gotten to 80% to completion, and we kept ourselves quite busy with securing some speaking engagements and media features. As of this month, we are preparing to develop and launch our Count community so that we can support 80 of our opportunity seekers and our opportunity providers that we have connected with over this past year. Together, Melanie and I have combined an investment of approximately $14,000 of equity into this business. Our 5-year plan. This year, we want to focus on generating an investment campaign, for phase 1 and phase 2 of developing the Count platform. We want to develop and implement our intellectual property strategy. And in November 2024, we're going to be going down to Ottawa to the SASMF conference where we can further grow and expand our network in this industry. Next year in 2025, we'll focus on campaigning for our second stream of funding that will support the development of phase 3 of the COUNT platform, which would include testing and marketing. We'll hire our support staff to help us grow. In 2026, this is when we would be developing our strategic partnership ecosystem, which will help catapult our visibility and our growth. And at this time, we would look into hiring our executive team. In 2027, we'll be working to obtain our professional evaluation. And we're going to join the Canadian Women's Network Pathway to Silicon Valley Immersion Program, which will prepare us for 2028, when we would like to expand the opportunity to sell the COUNT platform so that it can be fully developed to its fullest potential. Our marketing and sales strategy is going to be comprised, well, of audience growth opportunities. We're going to spend our time on media features, collaborations, partnerships, attending and supporting events. We are going to be available for speaking engagements where we connect with audiences in that capacity, and of course we'll have a social media presence. During this past year, while we've been conceptualizing the platform, we've been connecting with many women and hosting monthly virtual sip and chat sessions where we bring women together to inspire them and to uplift them and to show them that there is another way for them to grow their audience without relating to social media. There is a more authentic approach to growing your business. And we are so grateful for their eagerness to support us. Our team at this time consists of Melanie and AI, and we are preparing the foundation for this business. We are supported by our mentor, Paul Myers of Clark Communications, and we are proud members of Paro Center for Women's Enterprise, where we have access to programs and resources where we can further develop our entrepreneurial skills. Our investor, in addition to your financial contribution, would have expertise and experience in SaaS and PaaS-related businesses that would be of incredible value to us. Our ask, we're looking for $35,000 angel investment that will go directly towards the development of the COUNT platform. We are so excited to be able to revolutionize the landscape of women-led representation across all global markets. On behalf of Melanie and myself, we would like to thank you for this opportunity to pitch our business today, and we are truly looking forward to connecting with you.
So I guess we'll move to our 5-minute Q&A. So anyone has any questions? Yes, sir.
Speaking for the male component of this audience, I'll speak for myself. You are putting an emphasis on connecting women, but what you are selling, in my view, has a potential male market also. So what happened?
Because I work primarily with women entrepreneurs, this is where initially it did start, and we have been asked this multiple times. So we recognize and acknowledge that there definitely is an opportunity to expand into supporting men as well. And we've actually came up with the name of He's Connected as a subsidiary. So it's something that's definitely an option, and I think would just show exponential growth opportunities as well.
If I may ask just a small supplementary question then. I sincerely feel that you are limiting the potential offering that you have. If I was an angel investor, which I'm not at this point, but if I was, I would say, not because I'm a male, I'd say you're missing half the market, quite frankly. And, you know, rather than half the pie, why don't you, the whole pie is there. Would it be that much more difficult to make it available, if you will, the whole pie available, the whole experience available to both female and male audiences? Because again, it doubles the market, it doubles the potential reach, and it doubles the interest from an investor standpoint. I'm investing in a bigger nut.
100%. And you know, when we first conceptualized this idea, yes, the primary target was to be able to support women, but we are always open to having those conversations and exploring where this can actually go and how far it can go. So yes, we do acknowledge that, and we are always open to having those conversations and exploring further. Thank you.
Right, so I think Alicia.
Yeah, I do have a question. I won't ask you numbers, but certainly you said 80 emails on your list, but after this morning, 81 now. So
That's
right. But definitely, the question I have is, what steps are you taking to create a welcoming and supportive community for all users using the platform, and how will it change inclusivity and diversity for women? Sorry, that's what we have a team.
Can you repeat that question?
I think we'll just stick with the second question. Like, how will it change inclusivity and diversity for women? Because I do recognize this is a niche market, but I think if you get validation with here, it's very easily, I think it's well said, to move over to the males. But I think in terms of, women, how will it change inclusivity?
We feel that by the increased visibility, that alone is going to be able to lift up those communities who are not being accurately represented, right, in all industries. So we feel like women are specifically being overshadowed, especially in social media. We're relying on social media, and we all know that how quickly how difficult it can be to find your voice. And this platform is going to be a space where women can be visible, where they can share their stories, whatever their background is, whatever their experiences are. And all of those equal opportunities are available to all of them. So we feel like the COUNT platform is really just leveling the playing field for everybody.
Could I mention that?
Also, I feel that we're in Northern Ontario, and a lot of the communities in Northern Ontario are isolated, so we don't have the same opportunities, whether you're in Southern Ontario or across Canada. So I feel like by highlighting what we have in our own backyard is really important, and it allows our local women to shine, or men, depending on which direction we're going in. But we really have found that being isolated hasn't had the positive effect that we had hoped it would. So by bringing this to light, we're kind of hoping that maybe we can get some more women involved who are local, who understand what it's like to grow up in Northern Ontario, and how you have to drive 3 hours to get somewhere else other than Timmins. But also we come from mining communities, forestry communities. These are communities that not everybody from Southern Ontario can relate to. And I think that in itself allows women in these communities to have, a bit of I want them to step up. I want them to show and highlight how great we are, and they get a full understanding of where we come from.
I have a question. Okay, so your pitch definitely showed how She's Connected stands in competition, and I think too, especially when what you're focusing on. So given the size of the competitive landscape, all the networking platforms that are out there, how are you going to strategize and position your business to get the opportunity seekers and the providers that you mentioned to attract them and retain them to your platform?
That's really just falling on building and curating authentic relationships with women, which was why we wanted to do the Sip and Chat series, because it provided us with an intimate space where we can build those relationships with women, and we can hear their needs, and we can address their needs, and we can provide them with that one-to-one attention. Even though we don't have the COUNT platform up right now, in the background, Melanie and are always constantly connecting people that we know with one another, because we see the value and the importance of that. So we believe that because of our passion and our genuine approach to making these personal relationships with both our seekers and our providers as well, that this is what's going to lay the foundation of a successful business for us.
First of all, really good presentation. Secondly, do you guys think that one of the barriers to entry for me, and I think for a lot of people and women, understanding the tools that are needed to be able to uplift their own voices? So have you put any thought into potentially offering some sort of program or course to help structure what they want to say?
Yes, we have, because there are a lot of women who don't even recognize that these opportunities exist, right? They're just getting started in their business, and they really only think that the way to grow their business is on social media. And they're coming back to us and they're saying they're exhausted of social media. How else can I do this? I see other people doing speaking engagements and doing this and doing that. How do I do that? But these women need to be fostered, and they need to learn and develop the skills that they need to be successful in facilitating those types of opportunities as well. So we have considered, and we are working with some individuals throughout Northern Ontario and Southern Ontario, some coaching programs, mentorship opportunities to help these women get from even where they are now up to where they should be. So we see this as a customer journey where women becoming interested in doing these types of experiences, and maybe they just want to start with being a guest on someone's podcast, and then they're going to work up their way to the time where they are skillful and confident enough for those compensated speaking types of engagements where they can really grow and expand their audiences.
One more time.
First of all, great presentation. I love to see families working together. I come from a big family, and I work with family-owned and operated businesses a lot. I just wonder if you could reflect on what working with your sister is like. And also what advantage that gives you as a business do you find when you're, especially in communicating with other people?
Yeah. So there's 7 years between us. So Melissa is the go-getter out of our relationship. There's just the two of us, but she's always got a great idea that she's trying to implement or trying to sell. Usually to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I will get the phone call and then, or 10 text messages. I think I've got the right one now. We've got the right fit. So this past time when she did that, I just put my phone away. I didn't answer her till the morning as she was jumping off the bed. She was just so excited. It took me about a month to get on board, only because I come from a legal background and this wasn't something I was very familiar with. But seeing her flourish in as a business growth advisor for women, I knew she knew what she was talking about. So we had a cocktail, we sat down, we hashed it out. It started off as a really simple idea. It's evolved into this whole platform now, and we're both really excited. Working together, we bring very different things to the table. She's great at presenting, as you can see. She did a great job. I'm more of the one-on-one, and walking into an event like this, and I like talking to people like that. So that balances us. If we have a problem, we always hear our mom in the back saying, "You guys gotta talk it out. You can't let this hurt you." And it hasn't. We've been very fortunate. If I have any issue or she's uncomfortable with something, we bring it down and we talk to each other about it. We haven't had any moments of anger where we work each other out. We look at it from every perspective. If we need to walk away for 10 minutes, we do, and then we come back and we start all over again. So it's been a really good experience. We don't. I can't imagine doing this with anybody else. We support each other in the best ways, and I think that's what's going to help us grow this business.
On behalf of Northern College, really enjoyed your presentation. I wish you the very best. And I think there's a lot to be said about sister power. On behalf of Northern College, thank you.